believe you when you tell me that it'll be okay. Yeah, I try to believe you, but I don't.
What else is in the horizon? Oh, so the more I read about compost, the more curious I started to become about vermiculture and farming worms. So I have another book, also from the Birch Bark bookstore in Potsdam, New York, and this one is called Raising Earthworms for Profit. I want to raise earthworms mostly for the worm castings. This book is more about, well, it includes everything, but it's less about worm castings and more about if you want to sell your worms either as like fishing bait or poultry feed, because worms are really good for your chickens to eat if you've got chickens, and or for soil improvement, which is what we'll be using them for. The book is really good, and the more I read about it, the more excited I became to start growing my own, raising my own earthworms. One of the first things that you'll learn if you do a little study on vermiculture is that earthworms, the kind that are native to our soil, and like a manure worm, they're different, the kind that would live in a manure pit. So I became obsessed. I had to have manure worms, and luckily for me, my birthday is coming up next week, and when my mom asked what did I want for my birthday, I said, worms. I really want worms. So she has very generously ordered me some worms, and they're coming in the mail. I have no idea when, but luckily we've got some stuff prepared for their bedding. I'm sure when I get my worms, I'll be doing a lot of talking about them. So we'll get to that all later, I guess. So remember how I said that we went away and all of our food fried? Well, we have been blessed with a very, very warm October, and I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know. All I can know is that at this moment, I am happy that the weather has been so kind to our crops. We had some young pepper plants the last time I spoke to you that hadn't produced any peppers yet. And we started them so late that I assumed they would never get the chance to. I assumed that the frost would come and they would never get the chance to fruit. But we have a whole bunch of pepper plants outside full of green bell peppers. Tons of them. Like, I don't know, I'd say there's probably like 15 peppers out on the plants right now, and that is a conservative estimate. So, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of food, but it is some food that we grew for ourselves this year. And also our cherry tomatoes are still producing. And it's funny, it really should be too late. It should be too late. They should be, frosted over. And, well, I guess that's it for now. I know that was a lot. It was a lot of rambling. Oops. But I'll see you all later. We're still working on the video camera thing. When I have a video camera, I am going to take you to animal control to pick up horse poop with me. And when we have a video camera, I'm going to take you to Women's Coffee Connection and show you the process of how easy it is just to pick up the compost at night and bring it to our house. And when we have a video camera, I'm going to show you, I don't know, I'm going to show you all sorts of things. We want to take it all over the place. We want to talk to people and find out their stories and deliver them to you. We're working on it. We are. So if anybody is watching this and you're in Rochester and you have a video camera and you want to hang out with me for a little while and film me picking up horse poop and and you want to be helpful to the urban homesteaders and help us share what we're doing with everybody, come and film us and hang out. We really, really want to meet people in the neighborhood anyway. That would be really cool. I think that's all I have to say. I'll see you so soon. You won't even know what hit you. I'll be back. And, oh, and I'm sorry if you're sick of seeing me. We're gonna have to put Ben in more of these. He's not camera shy or anything. He's just really busy. And I have more time to sit around and talk to the computer screen. So, but he will be back soon. We are working on an episode on pickling the peppers that we got out of our backyard. And he is my hot jar holder. Whatever. I'm sure that I'm independent enough to do it myself, but it's nice to have help. And since I do have the tendency to hurt myself near hot objects, you know, better safe than sorry. Ben can help. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to us. We're so flattered that so many people have taken an interest, and we can't wait to get more commentary back. My last vlog that I put up, I was hoping for some more comments, and we only had like 3. But 3 is good. 3 is better than none. And the comments that we got were really, really great. People talking about Rodale and his composting book. People talking about, you know, whether or not we should remove soil from roots of plants before we plant them. And all sorts of stuff. Oh, and people have been sending us the most amazing links. And we were so flattered to be featured on Tree Hugger. Literally, it was so weird how it happened. Ben goes to treehugger.com all the time to read the news, and we just pulled up the page, and Ben goes, "Kristin, look," and he was like looking back at himself from the screen. It was so cool because we went to Tree Hugger basically right at the time that it was posted. It was so coincidental because we found it like right after it got posted. It was still right on the top of the front page. We were really, really psyched. So thank you so much, Tree Hugger, and thank you for everybody who watched it. That was really, really cool. And well, that's it. I guess we really want to say that we would like some more people locally to get involved in what we're doing. The more people that we know that we have, the more we can start things like a community compost effort, or you know, some sort of like city gardening effort, things like that. We really want to start, you know, feeding the hungry and taking care of our soil, the neighborhood's soil, and disposing of our city waste better. And the more people that we have who say, "I'm willing to help, I'm willing to shovel compost, I'm willing to donate a piece of land," anything, I don't know what you have to offer, just your time, your energy, your feedback, anything, especially if you live in Rochester, New York, but if you live anywhere, but especially if you're near us, come meet us. We want to know our neighbors. That's a huge part of homesteading, knowing your neighbors. Most of our plants came from generous neighbors. The seeds that they came from, some of those seeds came from neighbors. Most amazing support comes from our neighbors in the South Wedge and in the Rochester area. And knowing your neighbors is really important, and we would love to know more of them. So if you are in Rochester, New York, please, please get a hold of us. We really want to meet you. We really want to know what you want to hear about. And thank you again for watching, and we love you. Bye!